Hey man, say man, we back. Moving on Purpose podcast,
Only
episode 13.
Man, we moving.
13, man. This your boy Cooley, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. I'm over on the right side of my guy.
Your boy Stu, always on the left.
Yes, sir. We back in H-Town, man, for another episode. Thank you all for tuning in. If you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, give us something to talk about, and we'll make sure that we include it in the next episode. And so y'all thought we was playing. If you go down and look at the comment section of the last episodes or the short clips, we respond.
That man like KD, man. Somebody say something.
I don't use a burner, though. I don't use a burner.
He responding quick. He got his alert set up. He responding quick, man. He ain't having it, man.
I just want y'all to know we appreciate y'all for tuning in with us, man.
Don't say that crazy, man. He back at you.
So, for this episode, first off, man, you just got back from a trip.
Man,
tell me how it went, man. How you feel? Are you feeling recharged? Well, you ain't had a chance to recharge, huh?
I'm feeling recharged, removed from work and all that other stuff. So, I'm recharged. Probably about 10, 15 pounds heavier. I don't even care. I just took a cruise to the Bahamas, and then we sat in Miami for a little bit. So I spent a couple days in Miami and then a couple days in Bahamas. Just relax.
So was it out of Galveston, or did y'all have to fly?
No, we flew to Miami. We flew to Miami, had a couple nights in Miami. Then we took the cruise and to the Bahamas, and then we came back to Miami, chilled for a little bit, then came back.
Okay. Y'all hit the casino a little bit or not?
A little bit.
Any luck?
I won a little bit.
Okay.
I ain't giving it too
much.
That's all you need. Cool. That's it. I got you.
Try to give me a honey bun or something.
Oh, man, I got you. Honey bun's on me. Christian 112. He looking like, what about me? I got you, brother.
Nah, man. I'm glad y'all, had a good trip, made it back safely, man.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Needed it.
We was itching to get back in. Yeah, man. Itching to get back in the lab. All right. So for today's episode, we want to focus on this saying. This thought process that a lot of people have, and they may not even realize they have it. Are you living to work, or are you working to live?
Man,
it's a loaded saying right there, but it can mean a lot. Are you living to work, or are you working to live? All right, we're gonna jump into that, but before we get into it, we gotta do these kick of the day. Kicks of the day.
What you got, man?
Man, I feel like
them vintage right there.
They are. Okay. So I got these old Dunks, man. I got the baseball glove leather on there. Nothing too crazy.
That's the
first
brown, Negro wore those.
Gotta match my Nessa shirt.
Jackie Robinson wore those when he first came out. If you come up here,
look. So it matched my Nessa shirt. I got this Nessa shirt when I went to NASA with my mama. My mama's birthday was this past weekend. She said she had never been to NASA. So I took her to NASA. I took her to Galveston to go do a dolphin tour.
Okay.
So they take you out in the water and you see the dolphins come out the water and stuff. So her cup was full, man. It made my heart happy, man. I took her out to eat. We saw the dolphins. I didn't tell her where we were going.
Oh, so she was surprised.
Yeah, man. We had a real good time, and I got my little NASA shirt. I said, let me throw these Dunks on. I know y'all be making fun of me saying I wear Jordans too much, so
here you go. See how he got the special stories with the kicks and the shirt matching, and then he want me to follow.
Man, do your kick of the day, man.
I ain't got nothing like that. I just got some Dunks on, man. Some high top Dunks. That's it. Right. Ain't no story. I ain't got no matching T-shirt.
What is that? Is that velvet? What is that over there?
I don't know, man.
Suede?
Little suede. Okay. Yeah,
Right.
So, yeah, man. His stories are better.
Man, got the camo on. You ready to go protect the border and everything.
Come on, man. It's a sensitive subject right there, man. We gonna get canceled, man.
Yeah, you right. Let's move on. All right, so keeping it light before we really get into the meat and potatoes of the episode. I want to know something. What is something that made you feel rich growing up? I ain't saying you were rich. It's something, a necessity, or something that you may have got to experience, or you got your hands on where you were a kid. It was like, you know what? I feel like we doing something right now.
I guess I would say like the name brand foods. Like you ain't got to get the off brand. You get the name brand because I've been to some friends' houses.
Fruity Rings.
And I'd be like, what is this, man? Don't taste the same. But having the name brand cereals and the different stuff.
Yeah, it's Frosted Flakes, but it's a lion instead of a tiger on the box.
Yeah, all that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I had the real stuff, so I was cool. I was good.
Okay, so
blessed, I would say.
Because I was known for drinking a kissed soda or or Dr. somebody else who would sell pepper. Dr. Thunder, yes sir, yes sir. Man. All right, so for me, what's something that made you feel? Well, I ain't gonna, cause we didn't really have a lot of that. So I'll say when I went to other people's houses and I was like, dang, you really ain't in the trenches like me.
Game
you
systems,
doing good. Game systems, cable. What's that? I watch cartoons when they come on regular TV. Listen, I gotta sit through all of the All My Children and One Life to Live soap operas that my sister used to watch.
You gotta be on time to watch your show.
To get to Tom and Jerry, I gotta go through it. I gotta put in that work. But when I would go over people's houses, man, and they had cable and they had the video games and they came out, I was like, dang, y'all got money, huh? Jordans, when they had the J's, and the FUBU jerseys.
Remember the football.
I'm aging myself out, but that's okay. You know, Everything comes back.
When friends had a pool in their backyard, that was everything. I didn't have a pool in my backyard. I had some friends that had a pool.
We went to the neighborhood pool.
Oh no, we had some friends that had that.
A trampoline.
We didn't really have too many trampolines in the backyard.
Somebody had a trampoline. You knew they was doing good.
We had a basketball hoop. Either in the front or the back. You had that.
You had a goal.
You good.
Yeah, your parents was doing things, man. They was paying bills on time. Ain't nothing wrong with that. If y'all had anything
let us know
that your friends had or that made you feel like y'all was doing all right, put that in the comments for us, man. Put that in the comments one time. All right, moving on. Traditional versus modern, right?
Let's get to this topic. What you got?
So back in the day, I'm sure you can agree that the way of really approaching life, and is especially as a man, is like, look, I go to work, I provide, I work hard, and then if I stay at this same job for 20 years, 30 years, then I retire, and then I can enjoy the fruits of my labor.
Old
I can
go mentality.
on. How many times you heard people say, "Oh man, when I retire, I'm gonna go on this trip and that trip."
I mean, that's what was taught. Like, work hard now to play later, but you know, you don't really. You got to get to the later part as well. So you got to have your different vices, your different outlets to keep you fresh within your job to make it to 20 years. 20 years is a long time.
It is. It's that retirement mindset. I feel like you kind of you assuming, and you banking on
health plays a part, different factors. You got to enjoy while you working hard. Got to also enjoy your downtime, the different stuff that you enjoy doing, family, friends, trips, hobbies, whatever it is. But you just can't burn out and just work. You ain't gonna have nothing left in the tank by the time you retire. You're not gonna know what to do.
I know you haven't been on that long. I give you a hard time about it, but one thing that you're gonna start to see, unfortunately, is in law enforcement, you have a lot of people that they work. They work a lot of extra jobs. They work a lot of security jobs. They work overtime. They work comp time, and they have a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But they may not necessarily take the time to enjoy the fruits of their labor, and they work, and then they get to a point where, okay, now you got this much time on, and you retire, you don't really have a plan.
Or you don't know what to do with free time.
And then a couple months later, we get an email saying that person passed away. So you didn't gave all this time to the city.
Yeah.
You didn't spend all this time away from your family chasing that money, right? And you don't get to enjoy any of it. And I'll ask them cats.
Yeah.
They got 40 years on, 35 years on. They drop is growing. I'm like, hey, why you still here? Like, what you waiting on? And I'm not going to say his name, but there's a dude I used to work with. He was like, yeah, my house was paid off. My car's paid off. My kids out of school. I said, why are you here? You did it. You won, bro. Like, this is the goal. Like, you've done it. So now when are you
what else to do?
Do you not want to go home?
You think it's a such thing as being too greedy with money and just too greedy with money, not being able to turn out extra jobs and overtime?
Absolutely.
And then also not knowing what to do with free time.
It's a drug.
Not knowing what to do outside of work.
I definitely think that the first part of what you said is a real thing. Like, it's addictive. Yeah. In this job, you can get a lot of opportunities to make money by just putting that uniform on and being there.
Presence,
right? Police presence will get you paid, right? And so you realize, man, I made this much money, and all I had to do was just sit there and this, that, and the other. Yeah. But that time is something that you can't quantify. Like you can't put a price on it. Yeah. Now you put a price on it when you were giving it to them and it went in your bank account. Mm-hmm. But the time that you're away from your family, you can't buy that back. Nah. You can't buy that back. And I feel like a lot of folks, and I told you when I came to y'all class, I say, man, it's this drug that I want to warn y'all about that I don't want y'all to get addicted to, and you're gonna have to turn it down, and that's
extra jobs.
Extra jobs.
Yeah, you told me right away. That's why I waited to get extra jobs. I seen classmates go hard, burn out, do all type of stuff.
Y'all ain't even been.
It's not even.
And I met with these classmates.
Yeah.
And took them out to eat so that I could really make sure I drove the point home. Like, hey, man. Same thing I took. Like in the last episode, we was talking about the craziest thing that somebody said to you. You said,
"Hey man,
I
had to live it. You gotta let me live, man."
And that's all I said. You was like, "Well, I had to live it. I had to experience it myself."
Yeah.
It's the same thing with that, and it. For me, and I know you the same way, I know you probably said something to your classmates like, hey, this is what they told us about. Like, you're doing exactly what they told you not to do. That's why I referenced him to
somebody like you with more time on. For me, like, what you know, we just came out the same class, so I can't take your advice because you don't really know. So that's why I'm going, you know, hey, here's somebody that's been on with more time than us, that's seen it, lived it, done it. So it's better to listen to that than figure out on your own. So.
Burnout and pressure is a real thing when it comes to that mindset of working to live, living to work. I'm guilty of it. So I'm the type of person that if I make a mistake and I live to come out on the other side of it, I'm gonna make sure that anybody that I see, I'm gonna tell them, hey, don't do the same thing I did. I stepped in that hole right there, I rolled my ankle. It took a while for it to heal. Don't do that. So when I found myself putting that uniform on more than I didn't have it on, I was like, I'm tripping because you just put it on, you get in the routine, you do your 8 hours, you get off. Okay, I work this extra job on this day, I work this extra job on that day, and then
your schedule is just chaotic though.
It goes and goes and goes.
You working on your off days, you might not be doing 8 to 10, but now you might be doing 4 to 6. So you really have no days off. So you trying to fit in everything else because you're just trying to get every dollar that you can.
But you trick yourself and you talk yourself into it. You're like, okay, so say you're on day shift. You all right, I work 7 to 3.
Get off, take a nap.
4, no, not even that. I work 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. All right, I work this EJ 4 to 7. That's 3 hours. I get home by 7:30, 8. Cool, that's good. But you don't realize them hours add up.
Yeah, if you're doing that 3-4 times a week, that additional hours to what you're doing, yeah.
And I worked at Toyota Center for the Rockets games. I worked at the Galleria Mall. Mm-hmm. I've worked Circuit City. I worked hospitals. I worked anything you name it except clubs. I ain't doing clubs. That's a trap. You don't get in trouble.
Cash.
It is cash, but people get in there drinking, get to drinking and shooting and fighting.
Yeah,
it ain't worth it.
Now you got charges and reports to do.
But I'm a sports fan, so I found myself being a kid, and I'm watching the games, and I'm getting paid to watch the game. But then I was getting home at 12:45 in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning. By the time I got into bed, I had to be back at work at 7.
Yeah, so it ain't worth
it. Longevity, like long term,
you gonna burn out.
You're killing yourself. You're killing yourself. You're gonna burn out. So we definitely, for y'all out there working in law enforcement, for all y'all out there working anything as men, find the balance.
Men and women.
Find the balance. Both. Men and women, because there's some nurses out there running themselves into the ground as well. And like we said something too, while you're working, you know you work hard. And I didn't know. Kind of going back to what we said on a little funny topic, like I ain't know what a vacation was.
Yeah.
Vacation for me was...
Now you do.
Vacation for me was being out of school. I was like, cool, I ain't got to get up and go to school. All right, I'm going to catch the bus to the park and get in the pool a little bit, go hoop all day, and then come home. Vacation.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how accessible, going places was until I got out of college and got my first car, and I started coming in contact with other people who showed me that. He was like, he asked me, hey, man, you want to go out of town with us? My first trip was out of college was to Atlanta. My boy DeVille, he was like, "Oh, you want to go to Atlanta with us?" I was like, "Yeah."
You didn't know what to pack.
I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do.
And man took a backpack and a toothbrush.
I was like, "So what I need to do?" He was like, "Nah, man, we just need this much. We gonna bust down the hotels, and then this how much you need for your ticket." I was like, "All right, cool. That's it." He's like, yeah. And I just been saving. I'm working and saving because I thought that's what you're supposed to do. I was like, I guess I could pull a little bit out of here and that'll cover that. I still have a lot left. I went and came back. I was like, I just went somewhere and came back. And now I go back to work. This what people do?
Yeah.
And man, ever since then, bro, me and my wife, I make sure that we go somewhere. God willing, we blessed.
Yeah.
For our anniversary every year, we do something. We go out of town with just us. And then we do something for the kids because I want them to understand that, hey, it's right there. And I want them to have those different experiences so that, one, I got 2 daughters. I want a little big head, snotty-nosed boy thinking that he can come in the picture and be like, hey, I'm going to take you out of town. I'm going to flew you out. And, Now, my daddy I already been there. I already ate that food. Yeah. Look, I already had sushi before. I already had hibachi. You think you take my daughter
expose them early so they know.
Exactly. You gonna take my daughter to the restaurant and do the little choo-choo train with the fire coming up, and she gonna be? You think you got her? No,
I did it first.
Daddy already showed her.
I did it first.
Daddy already showed her. So, like we said, man, like have that balance, but you gotta live and you gotta enjoy. If you work hard, play hard within reason.
Yeah.
If you're living within your means.
Yeah. I mean, my mom showed me early. She worked hard. We took trips as kids, so I was able to see kind of, how you're supposed to do it.
Yeah.
Rather than just burning out and just being mad. Go to work, come home. That's it. Go to work, come home.
Did y'all go to Disneyland a lot out there? Since it was like right there.
I mean, I've been when I was a kid. I don't see the big deal in Disneyland. I'm not moved by it. I don't know why people love going to that park so much.
Yeah.
It's boring to me. That's just my opinion. But yeah, I've been to Disneyland a couple times as a kid.
Did y'all have
if I could choose, would I want to go there? No.
Did y'all have like Six Flags too? Or
yeah, we got Six Flags. We got Knott's. We got water parks.
Did you like Six Flags more or Disneyland?
Yeah, Six Flags.
Really?
Yeah, roller coasters and stuff. Yeah.
They got roller coasters at
Come on, man.
They did.
Singing the Happy Land. I don't want to go up the roller coaster and drop.
That's 2 parts.
Nah, man.
I took my kids a couple years ago.
It's cool to
now we went to the baby side and we was like,
which I'd rather go to Six Flags, Hurricane Harbor. Like that's more fun for me. But
you missed out. I really wish we still had Astroworld so you could have experienced that. It was dope, man.
Yeah.
Where the NRG is, like across the street, all those parking lots, that was Astroworld. We had Astroworld and Waterworld, and that was like the spot for all of us as kids to go.
Was it just where y'all went in the summer? Like summer spot or all year round?
Weather-wise? It would open up around like Memorial Day or something like that. Okay, so it would be open for like, there was Fright Fest. For Halloween, there was the Christmas.
Yeah. All our amusement parks had different stuff for the
like different
themes.
Yeah. But the summer is when it popped off. Like it was man, we had some live roller coasters too.
Okay,
it was live. We used to catch the bus. It took like 3-4 buses to get over there.
To get there, yeah.
And we get out, and as soon as we entered the park, it was like the wood. All right, man, we here. All right, cool. We're gonna be here till it get dark. You got your pen. You got your paper.
How many numbers you get?
All right, how many numbers you get? We gonna come back and don't make up no fake numbers and names because we gonna be together.
You already the homies was making up the fake numbers.
You know they was. Nah, I wasn't. If I ain't get it, I come back. I only had 2. That's all I had today. It was tight out here.
To that count.
Yeah, and then we had the Mind Mender. That was it was a ride that you could go in. It was dark. Mm-hmm. The goal was to get somebody's daughter. All right, we gonna move
Chill,
on.
Man.
We gonna move. We gonna move. It's not here no more. Don't judge us on what we used to do back in the day,
freaky,
okay?
Man, at an early age.
Don't judge us on what we used to do, man. Don't judge. Moving on. We gonna do this video reaction real quick. All right,
man, what you got, man?
Let me pull it up.
You got, man. No crying today, man.
No
crying today. I'm tired.
It's in line with kind of what
I cry today, I can't stop the tears, man. That's how tired I am. So no sad shit today, man. Let's laugh.
It's more in line with just the mindset of what we talking about. Got Inky.
Motivational.
I have to pose the question, why do you really do what you do and where is it taking you? Like, what's the GPS that's on the end of our decisions and our choices? Like, where is it really taking us? Because at the end of the day in life, it's only 2 things that matter. And it's not about the biggest car, it's not about the biggest house, it's not about the bank account. It's only 2 things that matter. It's about who we become in life, and it's about what we give back to life. And I don't know about you, but every single day I'm blessed to be above ground. I'm gonna make my time count, and I'm gonna give something valuable back to life.
You go first.
Why am I going first? And I had to pull the video. I gotta get back to where I was. So what you think, man? So I feel like a lot of times we get into autopilot, and we we get caught up. I'm not gonna say we. People get caught up in chasing goals, and their goals are connected to material things. I got to get this car. I want to get this house. I'm a hustle. I'm a grind. I'm gonna get this much in the bank. I'm gonna make my first M. I make $1 million so that I can say this, that, and the other. Like for what? For what? If something happened tomorrow, digitally, and they clear out the banks, everything that you had is gone, and there's no way to recoup it or prove that you had what you had in there.
Mattress money.
Damn it.
Shoebox money, man.
In the wall.
Can't trust the banks for everything,
in the wall,
man.
in the shoebox.
Yeah, man.
Nah, but what I'm saying is a lot of people feels like their value and their worth and what they bring to the world is connected to their net worth. And I feel like and that's where he's like, oh, man.
You can say network and all these social medias. Everybody wants the image of,
Everybody
I have
winning.
this status, I have that status. So a lot of people are driven and moved by the approval of other people instead of what they actually want. Because once you accomplish, let's say I want that car. Once you get that car, you happy for a week. You drove the car, new car smell.
Now smell good.
Now you like, shit, what's next? Now you see a new car, newer version of your stuff. A month later, you like, damn, I want that one.
Or you see it on social media.
You see it on social media. Yeah, they changed the lights on the front. They got LED light. Right? So once you get, just be satisfied with what you get for you. Nobody else. That's how you go off of satisfaction from what you're doing.
I feel like a lot of folks be chasing success, what they think success is based off of what they see on social media and what they've seen on TV and videos and read about.
It's your
and they don't realize
of
that
success.
They don't realize that success is already what they're doing.
Yeah.
The fact, like he said.
Think about it. You got a job, even though we just said don't burn out with extra jobs, don't do this, don't do that. There's a lot of people that can't get a job or don't have a job or can't provide for their families or don't have a roof over their head or a vehicle to drive to get their kids from A to B. So they struggle. So success is what you make it. You know what I mean? You got a house, you got a vehicle, your kids are good, they got health benefits. You got what you need. The wants are different and separate, but you got what you need. That's the most important thing, because all the people that are trying to front and pretend like they have this and that for social media, those are the people that don't have anything together at all. They just pretending and putting on, an image that's false.
Yeah,
so
it's like you said, man, you really got to evaluate what is actual success
for you.
Yeah,
for you.
My success may not. You got people that live out in the country that are dealing with a fraction of what we're dealing with on a daily basis, making a fraction of what we're making, and they are happy. They wake up above ground, like Inky said, and that's a blessing. They wake up, they have something to eat in the refrigerator or something to cook for their family. That's a blessing. Like I feel like we get so caught up in every day that we take for granted, and it's human nature. You just take for granted you had gas in your car when you drove over here.
Sure
right?
did. Just
you had somewhere to go. Yeah, I don't feel like going to work. You got somewhere to go for work. Right? You go home, man, I'm tired of eating.
But what you say?
We got a pot of spaghetti. I didn't eat spaghetti
you
3
went
times
home,
this
though.
week.
You got a home.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We got a pot of spaghetti. I'm tired of eating spaghetti. You got something to eat.
Or learn how to cook new dishes.
Well, that too.
You know what I mean? Like,
but you just
it's more stop complaining.
I have to reset my
just,
kids on that type of stuff because I have to, and then I also have to not get frustrated with them because they ain't grow up like I grew up, and it makes me mad that they complain about stuff that I wish I had when I was a kid.
Yeah,
it's just about really for me, if I didn't accomplish anything else besides what I have right now, bro, I'm good. Like my kids are healthy, like you said. Yeah, I feel like I've invested enough into them to where they can continue to thrive and grow and learn and become good people. Yes, they're on the right track.
Good humans.
If I don't do anything else, but they continue to accomplish things, I'm good.
You did your job.
I'm good, man. Like you said,
morals and values.
They got a house. They got a roof. They have a way to and from. Yeah. We good, man. That's success for me. Success for me, long term, really doesn't have anything to do with me. Success for me, long term, is I can work, I retire, I have something else on the side that's not gonna have me working as hard as I did then, but it's giving me enough money to where I can live comfortably off of my retirement and be doing something that I love. Right, my kids grow up to be good people. They set their minds to things and they accomplish them, whether it be school or whatever it is that they end up doing in life.
Watch them live their lives.
Exactly. Yep. And then they come home and they want to come home and eat. They want to come home for holidays. Yeah. They want us to do things
the
together
family
with
aspect.
them. Bro, once I have that and I have grandkids that I can spoil, that's success for me. That's me personally. Yeah. That's me personally, man. And that's what I get from that. People a lot of times like unplug yourself from what you see and figure out what success is for you.
I think that's the problem. A lot of people don't know how to unplug. So if you can't separate yourself, unplug, reset, then you're always going to be chaotic. You're always going to be anxiety. You're always going to be, you just can't reset and kind of evaluate what you do have. What's the positive? What's the negatives? You know what I mean? Like, look at all the positives and be blessed, be grateful for what you do have. Because there's a lot of people, it could be worse. That's what I always tell myself. It could be worse. So if I can figure it out, I'm thankful for everything, and you just keep moving forward progress, and you're thankful, and, just appreciate the time that you do have and the people that you have in your life, and move forward and keep going forward.
All right, so we always try and incorporate a little bit of law enforcement into it, man. So my question to you, Stu.
Yep.
What's something people think is stressful about police work that actually isn't, and what's something that is stressful that people don't see?
What's stressful?
I'll read it again. What's something that people think is stressful about police work that actually isn't? Mm-hmm. And what's something that is stressful that people don't see?
I think the stressful part, which for me is not stressful, but we just report writers. We document everything to cover ourselves. Mm-hmm. So any interaction with the people or anything like that, it's either going to be a supplement or a report or memo to slip. So you documenting some type of something. When you have interaction, of course, you have your camera. Your camera should be hot for the officers out there that do their job correctly.
Make sure that boy is on.
They're always on because it's going to save you. But, as far as the day-to-day, the job is not hard.
They don't realize it. It's not what you see on cops.
I mean, you're going to encounter a lot of people, and you're going to realize a lot of people are stupid. I'm going to say it. People are stupid. And the things that you have to deal with, yes, we encounter people on their worst days. So that's where you kind of like, damn, I'm appreciative of my life. I get to go home. My goal is to go home every single day. After every shift, I'm going home. I get to
go home and tell my wife, man, thank you for not being like what I just dealt with today.
I dealt with sometimes you laugh, sometimes you just be like, that shit's crazy. Mm-hmm. But the job within itself is not hard. I'm blessed to be able to have the job, position myself correctly, and move right in my life to be able to be on this side and stuff like that. But within itself, the job is very easy. I just think it's a lot of paperwork and different stuff for us at least, different counties have different set of rules, or Harris County is different. But for us, it's, a lot of documenting and paperwork and, just things that we need to do. But
yeah, I agree with you. I think, the part of it that people may think is stressful is the documentation. Oh, y'all got to do all that paperwork, bro. It's a template. It's not really that hard. Yeah. And that's the majority of the job is documentation, because if you don't document it, it didn't happen. If you don't document it correctly, it's going to come back to bite you in the butt. You're going to end up looking crazy on the stand and in court. So make sure you do that right.
I think that's right there what you said. Mm-hmm. Write your reports correctly, so if it does go to court, you can reference back to your report to remember what happened. Because the DA and the lawyer's job is to make you look bad.
I like to write. So for me, when I would write my reports, especially when it was something with some charges, I took it like writing like a little story.
And that's all it is, though.
And so when I would get back, it was a story when I called the DA, and they was like, what? And then, I ain't done yet, let me tell you. But then when I would write it, because I've had that happen, it was 3 years before I got called to district court. And I was like, man, I don't remember that. And then I read my thing. I was like, oh,
I remember this like yesterday.
Yeah, it's like a book. Let me read it. Okay, I do remember that, right? So, that part of it isn't as stressful and as hard.
And it's really easy to write your report. It's chronological order of what you did on that scene. That's pretty much what your report is. Charges are pretty much just added, what you're trying to get and things like that. But it's not.
It's not difficult.
It's not difficult, man.
The thing that is stressful that people may not realize it, if you do have an empathetic heart, feeling helpless. And trying to help people. And what I mean by that is, if I have a woman who is in a domestic violence situation, and I know she is, but I don't have enough to get charges, and I separate her from her abuser.
She gonna go back.
And I'm trying to get her, I say, listen, you don't have to do A, B, and C. All I need you to do is confirm that this happened, and then the state of Texas is gonna take it and run with it. And they looking at you in their eyes, and they say, I can't. But he pays this, and he pays that. I don't have anybody else
of the household. Then you know, it's sad, but they rather take the abuse because that's all they have. They're not working, or they're working a job that's not going to be able to float the whole household.
That's the hard part for
so
me,
they
man.
stay in those situations.
And there's so many of those with that, with kids, like getting hurt and stuff, and you want to help them, and you're limited as to what you can do. It's just wanting to help more, but you can't. Yeah. Like your hands are tied by laws. Your hands are tied by the situation. Yeah. So that's the hardest part for me, man. So, just to wrap it up, man, I think that was a good topic. For me, I'm working to live. I don't know about y'all. Yeah, some of y'all out there living to work.
I agree. I'm already planning my next vacation.
Yeah,
I just got back.
I'm in the book at the end of May, and then I'm already looking at something I'm gonna surprise my wife with that I want to do a road trip that I want to do, man, with the kids. So
yeah, I gotta go look at the book for after FIFA because I know
the officers in there,
boy. I already know.
Boys already trying to get in there.
Yeah.
But man, just make sure y'all find that balance. Make sure y'all keep what success is to you at the forefront.
Your definition.
Nobody else. Not what everybody else's is, and really evaluate, why am I working so damn hard?
Yeah.
And if I am working so damn hard, let me make sure I take care of myself.
Work smarter and not harder.
Work smarter, not harder,
that's
man.
That's the key.
Till next time, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Like, subscribe. See y'all next episode.
Peace.